Happy Wednesday, everybody. That's right, folks. It's time for some more Kingdom Hearts 3. Will and I, we were just talking about how we cannot wait to start this stream. Isn't that right, Will?
Can't wait. Can't wait for the stream to start.
I can't wait for it to start. Yeah, let's just fucking play this game.
Hey, my costume came in.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, which Kingdom Hearts character are you?
Walt Disney.
Oh, no. I mean, it's close, but I think you need to say some things to really land the character.
I hate the Jewish people.
Actually, sorry. I think this would be much funnier.
Allegedly, and I'm in cryo sleep right now.
This is not blaming you or anything. This is a thought after the fact. This bit would have been much funnier if you had Walt Disney's actual anti-Semitic quotes queued up and you just started reading them.
That would have been funnier. I legit did think about.
They're flying.
Well, I was thinking the two things I knew about him was being anti-Semitic and Frozen, and I was like, oh, I should like look into that or something, and then I just did.
I don't think he's actually Frozen though, right?
I also was he actually anti-Semitic too, or is that?
Yes, that one's for sure.
Okay.
Actually,
but, like,
you know what? We've been talking about it. Let's just get some quotes going. We got time.
No, I wasn't sure if that was like he was actually, or if he was just pissed off at other people, like like in a Hollywood way.
I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? I think we should. Do you want to keep watching Kingdom Hearts 3, or do you want to look up Walt Disney anti-Semitic quotes? Because I'll give you. I think there's one you would prefer to be doing.
I'm doing it.
Cute Daddy.
I'm ask historians. Oh, the top 5 comments removed. Before I read anything, my like understanding when those things are usually said about people is they're usually in a specific context where like they just
where
hated.
It's okay and you agree with it.
No, but like he more just was like hated the people in Hollywood and it just got tied up with that.
Yes.
Yes. But I don't know if that's the truth here. But like it's the same. I like those are different things that people contextualize to. Anyways.
No, I agree. It's not to say that it's excusable, but it's like I hate people who do this, and I believe they are all Jews, as opposed to I hate Jews.
Yes.
I never imagined the forest would be so big.
There's a difference there. They're both bad, but there is a difference.
Oh, there's a Vulture article here. The charge. Walt Disney was an The evidence. Well, there's a famous Three Little Pigs scene in which the wolf was portrayed as a Jewish peddler. The scene was later reanimated. And there was, in fact, that in 1938, Disney personally welcomed Nazi director Leni Riefenstahl to his studio.
38? That's a bit late. Wait, what was the guy? Nazi what?
Director.
So he was like directing their propaganda films in 38. People knew by then, because when was Crystal Knocked? Wasn't that 37?
Try this. There.
Shit, I hit Y.
It seems like it's funny too. It seems like the anti-Semitic allegations from all the articles I'm seeing here. I'm not finding quotes, by the way. Are all pretty well refuted. However, the racism.
Yes. I still need to watch. What's that movie, Song of the South? I do still want to watch that.
I think I have that on VHS.
SBC?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, not SBC.
Oh man, did you see? Speaking of SBC, I'm sad, but did you see Video Game History Foundation dumped all those high 8 tapes of E3s?
Oh, that's what that was, because
90s?
I was seeing the headlines and I was like, I don't get what the big deal is, but they did heights.
Hour-long tapes of the show floor and stuff. Honestly, I just want to do a watch party where we watch one of them.
Yeah, we can totally do that. Speaking of anti-Semitism, though,
unbelievably interests me.
There's a Broadway show right now with John Lithgow about Roald Dahl, and apparently he was anti-Semitic. But then I looked up the accusations against him. I think I just looked at like the Wikipedia article for it, and I was like, half of these are not anti-Semitism; they're just pro-Palestinian. Like, he definitely said some questionable things, but then half of it was also like poorly worded pro-Palestinian stuff, and I was like, so it's that's the other thing. Is like with some of these accusations, they tend to be they tend to jump the gun a bit.
Yeah, get interpreted differently.
Yeah.
I would like to point that this Vulture article I'm still reading. They're like, oh, Disney did stuff like Disney the company, like Song of the South and the Dumbo's Black Crows and Fantasias. But then it goes, then there's Walt Disney's own behavior. Gabler cites a meeting in which Disney referred to the Snow White dwarves as a N-word pile.
Don't worry.
And another in which he used the term.
Around flowers now.
Is that a?
Whatever
I've heard
it
this
is,
term, but
it's
I
not normal.
guess it's a bad
Say it out loud.
I'll take a
Starts
look.
with a P.
I need more. This is not me trying to get you in trouble. I need more.
I don't.
Who does it
I guess
refer
this
to?
is a bad word.
Who does it refer to?
I had. I'm gonna Google it.
We're all clear.
I genuinely don't.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's a
folks.
dated, highly offensive racial slur. I didn't know that. I feel like
Or African
I think
Americans?
it's something else.
I don't think I'm allowed to say African American. I think black. I think you're supposed to say black now. Is that what it is?
These guys,
I don't know.
they're nobody.
I don't think it matters, actually.
Mother said the outside.
I was watching-
It ends in the word ninny, which is for.
Oh yes, that
Jewish
is. Yep,
person.
that's that's
That
an old
part I
one,
can say.
but it has not been reclaimed or come back. I was
did not know-
watching.
I want to help you fight.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but I didn't
know.
know that, so I'm glad I know
But I'm
that. now.
afraid
Yeah.
we can't hurt
You
these
got to
Because that
I
ending,
keep sending you
ending-
the study guide for.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
Could you explain?
That ending word is still used.
Knowing when to flee
It's
is one
not.
of those specialties.
Forward part. Well, I've
Come
heard
on,
people
Rapunzel.
call people that.
Gotta go.
That's why I felt comfortable saying it.
That's wrong.
I want to stay and slug it out too.
It's
but my
definitely both
sidekick
that make it
Shut
racist, but I cannot. No,
Yes.
that's you should not use the second
All
part.
right. Please be careful.
No, I
Sora.
don't. I've heard that used.
Yeah.
But
I was
when I'm
watching.
yelling it-
I was watching. This is related. Trust me.
Of
I was
course
watching
there
the
had to
new.
be nobodies. Gorge, we've never seen this
Did you know there's a new
kind
like Larry David historical sketch comedy show on HBO?
There.
Yes.
It's pretty good. I've watched a couple episodes.
Sorry, scared the hell out of me. She brought me Wendy's. Sorry.
Ew, that sounds disgusting. Isn't Wendy's bad? You know what? Sorry, we're going all over the place here. And he did a sketch where it's Lewis and Clark, and he's playing Lewis, and Jerry Seinfeld is playing Clark, and they have to tell Lewis's wife that they're going away for 2 years on a fishing trip and expedition. But he has to like pretend it's a bad thing. He's like, "I'm sorry, honey, I have to leave," but really he's like, "It's a boys' trip," you know. And he's like, just imagine, we should get some squaws. And he's like, you can't say that word. You can't say that word. And it keeps coming up. And she's like, you're not supposed to say that word anymore.
That's great.
It's really good.
Hey, you learn something new every day, folks. Yeah, so I think Walt Disney was he seems like an of the time racist.
And you know what? I agree with you. We talked about this before. It's not great, but it's not awful.
Still a bad thing.
Yeah, it's harder to like blame the person for it, you know? They didn't have the courage. But they were also not, they did not, how do I put it? Like a modern racist is worse because they are literally going against everybody telling them that it's wrong and bad for XYZ reasons. And they're like, no, I'm going to choose to do it anyways.
100%.
Versus the opposite, which is society tells you it's normal and this is just how it is.
Try this.
They were just better times. We should go back, you know? I get what you're saying. Can we change topics? What the fuck did you get from Wendy's? Because my experience with Wendy's the last couple of years is that it's bad. Is it good now?
I don't know. Aaron wanted Wendy's,
Who uses no
so I got Wendy's.
Oh, you know, I get it. Cravings. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I don't.
I'm surprised we haven't seen
we. I
I know
mentioned
you're
this often.
there.
We
Come
maybe
out,
fast
you
food like once a
has-beens.
month, less than that. And I can't think of the last time we got fast food at
Has-beens.
home. It's usually
Now,
on a
why
trip.
would you say that?
But It's not bad.
Because
I mean, the problem I have with
Walking
fast
around
food,
nobody?
well, I should say the temptation I have with
That's the
fast
old
food is that
organization.
it's fast and I don't have to
Why?
get out of my car.
Are you in the real
And it's
one
it,
too?
I don't want to say
Good
it's
for
super
you.
cheap, but it's definitely cheaper than
My
like
name
ordering
is
from a restaurant or
Marluxia.
whatever,
And
or
yes,
ordering Grubhub
that is
delivery or whatever.
correct.
So it's like
How interesting it is to see
Eat
you
fast food.
again, Sora.
once every 2 weeks or so.
Again?
I would say.
Yeah.
You
My
know
problem
what?
with fast food and my problem with food in
A
general,
shame
processed
no
food,
memory of me,
is
because I remember
everyone
you
made great
exceedingly
products,
well.
and then they were like,
Although, it's
hey, how do
those
we save
memories
money
I'd
while
soon
still making the
erase.
product? And that's
I
where
don't know
everything
what
went
you're
bad.
saying.
I'm
Nor should
gonna
you.
disagree with you. Well, unless you're
Nor will
saying
you ever, for that matter.
I don't think the fast food products were ever great. I think the
Now,
quality has been consistent
you'll
forever
permit
with
me,
fast food.
I've come to ask a favor.
I think your palate has just gotten
Favor?
older and more
You have
refined.
got to be kidding
I think
me.
that's the thing.
Please hear what I have
Yeah.
to say.
But also, like,
I'm sure you've
putting
noticed.
fake sugar in things instead of real sugar because it was cheaper. Even
Perhaps
But that's
not.
I
better
bought
for you, though.
Big League Chew, and I was so
But you
excited
should
for it.
know that
And then I
Yeah.
went to put it in my
with
mouth,
Rapunzel
and it had a
is
fucking
the very
sucralose in
light
it,
of this
aspartame, which I
world.
can taste really,
I would see
Yeah.
you
Well,
guard her
and it
from
was
its
awful.
dark
And I was like, I
horrors.
know you probably just put this in your product because it's cheaper than
Starting
putting
with
actual
you, right?
whatever you used to put in it.
All the organization seeks is balance.
Yeah, but sugar
That's
is
the stuff
bad.
that makes me-
Sugar is
You
bad
must
for you, and that's the main
understand.
thing that makes you
Our
fat,
ultimate
etc. So it's
objective
like,
is not to clash with the light.
I
Yeah,
don't-
but
that's a
if-
change.
Seek to
In
complement.
your argument, it's a negative change in taste, but I'm
Use
like, that's
that
probably a
key
positive
blade
change for
to
society in
keep
general.
Rapunzel
You know?
safe.
I'd rather teach good eating habits than ruin the food.
Rapunzel's
Yeah,
light.
that's a fair point. I think the problem I have is I do
where
eat
did they
healthier
go?
than I used to.
I guess they must
Like even just
run
at
on
home and stuff.
ahead.
Like for example, this morning for
Then we
breakfast, I
better go
had
find them.
plain toast,
I really don't like what that guy said.
Greek yogurt with fruit
Yeah,
and
we
granola,
better find Rapunzel before
and
he
an apple,
does.
slice of apple. I think I had. So I like eat healthy, but then the problem is when I go and I get a fast food meal like a burger and fries, etc. It's like a bomb in my stomach, right? Like my stomach is just like I don't know how to process this much like unhealthy food, you know.
Take this. Thanks.
And that's the main problem I have with fast food.
Yeah. See ya. Hop on.
God, this
Hop on.
hop on. Yeah, and then just speaking about the stomach, that's why I eat a lot of Chick-fil-A now, because Chick-fil-A is like, I get the French fries, and it's a chicken burger instead of a beef burger, because the beef is even heavier for my stomach, you know. So it's like I would prefer a chicken, and I keep trying other places chicken, and it's just not. And so I just keep my default now for fast food is just going to Chick-fil-A because it's like I like their fries and I like their chicken sandwich, and anywhere else is a compromise. And I agree with their political policies. And like McDonald's, their fries are great, their Sprite is great. I don't think I've had a good sandwich from them in years. They're just not good. And honestly, I don't go to Taco Bell that much either anyway. It's good, I just don't go there as much.
Yeah, especially with the lettuce thing.
I just want this game to be over.
We have like 20 more hours.
We do, don't we? Because we're at like 5 hours. I think they said 23 to 25 for main story. I hate when you the main problem I have with these modes, we talked about this, is that they're not powerful enough, but also there's too much going on, so a lot of times you can't even see the enemy while you're activating these attacks. It's just an overload. I think I'm going this way, I'm guessing.
It should be like locking onto them.
Here we go. It's over.
Get him. You know, while you're eating, today I watched a movie. Actually, I just finished it, called Disclosure Day. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say it feels like typical Spielberg, where it's just like a 7 out of 10 movie. It's got some good stuff, it's got some bad stuff, and it's kind of like a, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, you're under no obligation to watch it. What's that? That being said, there was a weird part, a weird part for me personally, and I need to tell it to you.
Excuse me.
Okay, you ready? So, don't worry, none of this is spoilers. There's a part where like the good guys are hiding in a safe house, like it's a farmhouse that's their safe house. The bad guys are trying to figure out where they went.
They couldn't have gotten too
And they have
far.
an inside line, so they're talking to somebody who like watched them go to the safe house. And so they're like, okay, they left DC. Which direction did they drive? And they're like, oh, they drove north. And they're like, okay, well, did you see any signs? And they're like, we saw a sign that says Silver Spring, 130 miles. And they're like, okay. They're like, that puts them in Sykesville, Maryland. And I was like, the fuck? Which is like 5 miles from where I used to live in Maryland. And then they're like, yeah, then they went down this road. And I was like, I think I know that road. Like, it was like a 5-minute scene where they're like pinpointing their location, and the location ended up like a couple miles from where I used to live. And I was just like,
wild.
This is fucking wild. Like, I don't know if they actually shot it there. Maybe they shot it somewhere in Maryland, Pennsylvania. Some of it looked familiar in terms of like basic roads and shit. But just the whole scene of like, we have to narrow down their location, and it ends up being somewhere I'm familiar with. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But it was okay.
But we lost her.
It ends pretty strong, which is good. But it's just got some.
Together.
I will spoil one thing because it's not a spoiler.
No use to me.
They pulled an Interstellar, and I think you're gonna understand what I mean.
I'll find him.
You remember how in Interstellar they're like, hey, there was World War III and it's over, but it kind of messed things up, and it's not a big part of the plot or anything. It's just like background noise.
No, of course not.
This movie does the same thing. So throughout the entire course of the movie,
Why is Rapunzel
as far as I can tell, like the Korean War is threatening to break out, and the US and Russia and like North Korea are getting very tense. But it doesn't play into the main storyline at fucking all. Like, it is not a motivation or a driver or an event or an indicator for anything in the main plot. It's
just keep mentioning it.
They just keep mentioning it to the point where there's a scene where they stop at a gas station for the plot, and there's people running around like grabbing all this shit out of the store, and it's just like everybody's going crazy because they think the world's gonna end, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the alien plot.
It must have had a bigger scene, right? And they cut it.
Yeah, either that or in the screenplay. Yeah, and like the most it comes in is it just keeps coming up like that, and the most that it comes in is people are just like, sometimes they're just like, oh, why does this matter to you? Like, the world's gonna end. There's more important news happening right now. But it's just passing lines and background, and it's like there's literally a line where they're like, this is the most tense things have been since the Cuban Missile Crisis. But it's literally just like, it's not even C plot. It's just background filler.
Yeah,
it's fucking wild. It could have not been in there at all, and it would not have impacted the movie at all, negative or positive. It was wild that it's in there. At least in Interstellar, it at least like establishes a world and explains why they stopped exploring space and NASA underground and all that. It's not even that in this. It's just here's what's happening in the world in the background while these events are happening. It's so fucking dumb. I was just like,
that's wild.
The woods here aren't haunted.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, I now see why it's there, because it's like comparing the alien stuff to another war happening.
They
but
never,
to not explore it.
They never tie it in like that. And they could have easily done that. They could have just been like, we have to disclose this now because we have to distract from we have to stop people from fighting. And that is like an implied undertone, but none of the characters state that as a motivation or a timing or anything. It is just coincidental. That is what is happening at the time. Yeah. And there are people who hate this movie. I don't think it's like really bad. It literally is just like some of it's good, some of it's bad, and I cannot strongly recommend it, but it's also not terrible. So it's just like, if you want to watch it, just watch it. If you don't, then don't. That's pretty much it.
I think the latest Spielberg movie I've seen is Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah, that one's bad. Yeah, I've kind of accidentally gone on a spree of his because I watched Lincoln again, and I watched Bridge of Spies.
It's over.
They're just like solid 7 out of 10s. You know, and again,
those
same
at least
thing.
like interest me in a
Yes,
plot level, you know.
And again, it's unfortunately kind of the same thing where it's like,
I can't see where we're going.
took the map away. It's definitely a little bit of like a
I think I see something.
Nice.
it feels like he's calling. I don't want to say phoning it in, but there are times where he does like Spielberg camera movements, but they're not. How do I put this? They're not like. There's no reason for them to be like that, you know. Like he's not using it to expand the action or impact or anything. It's just like. Yeah, it just sometimes it feels like Spielberg is just not on his A game, you know.
Yeah.
Also, Emily Blunt, she's gotten some work done, and this movie is very poorly timed because her face in some of the scenes is just like plastic. Like she just can't move anything except for her eyes. And so you're just not getting emotion out of her face. And it's just like, oh, guys, what are we doing here? You got to stop putting in the lip filler and the Botox because it's preventing you from acting with your face. Yeah, so a little disappointing, but I also, when that first trailer came out, I was like, I don't really like the vibe of this, you know? I wasn't expecting
it was
anyways.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a adaptation of Michael Crichton's Disclosure, and I was kind of excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember that book being pretty good.
No, because I remember it was like, Spielberg's finally making another UFO movie. This is the UFO movie he's always wanted to make since Close Encounters. And then the trailer came out, and it was like, I mean, it is a UFO movie, but it was also like, oh, this is just like weird animal fantasy shit. Like it's not as hard sci-fi as I wanted it to be. No.
Hi, Lucha.
Hi, Lucha.
I'm in a suit because I'm Walt Disney, and I'm racist. And not anti-Semitic, as we found out. But very racist.
Just find out.
And I also learned a new slur. I said half of it. The good half.
Still counts. It still counts, though. Look, not the good half. We were talking about this. You should not say the second half. It is not racist in of itself, but you would only say it in the context of the full racism. You know.
That's wild. I've heard people say that in conversation.
Yeah, but it's
As
short,
like as
it's
being someone
shorthand in
who's
a
like
way.
afraid of.
Yes, but
Afraid of
it's
something? Is that what the shorthand for? Okay. No,
It's-
I just want to learn.
yeah.
I'm not arguing, Ian, that I should keep saying it.
No, I just want it to be clear that
Or that I can say it. I don't say it.
Hi, Licha. How's today's Wednesday?
So I'm trying to eat my Frosty real fast. Please give me brain freeze.
Damn, you got a Frosty too. You dipping the fries in the Frosty?
No, it's disgusting.
Oh, you gotta try that. You gotta try that. It's so good.
I've tried it before. It's disgusting.
You fucking kidding me? You get the salty and the sweet? Oh, it's so good.
I'm also, to break it to you, not a big fry guy.
Fuck you. That's why you didn't like Chick-fil-A's fries, because their waffle fries are good.
I've also gotten a batch of their waffle fries that still have frozen fries.
Thank you.
Another reason.
Yeah, see, I think you just gotta have a good.
It's over.
You just gotta have a
I
good.
love a waffle cut.
Theirs is like the best waffle fry I've ever had because they do a great job of like it's the right balance between crispy exterior and fluffy interior in terms of construction. Like it's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it's good crisp all over it. So It's really good. I just roasted that boy. Okay, I think I'm finally at the exit of this area, maybe. Fuck, it's just... Oh, wait, I can go up. Go this way.
Did you get my pregnant servant to come back and take all his food away?
Brawless?
Unasked for? Karen says that when she brings me sandwiches. She'll say like, look, it's unasked for. And I'll be like, oh, but are you braless? And she takes her bras off and then we fuck. Bras? She goes multiple bras on.
Jesus.
It's way more cheerful out here.
Uh-huh. Now where's Rapunzel?
This Thorian's got a bad smoking habit.
God. Is that the fake cigarette?
Yeah. This is a really good bit.
You did buy real ones for the stream? You see that? No commitment. Zero commitment to the bit.
Ian, in my left-hand drawer, in the most accessible spot in the drawer, since we did the Shadows of Doubt stream, have been my fake cigarettes. They've never moved.
I'm trying to remember. You bought fake cigarettes, right? You didn't buy candy cigarettes? Because I think I did the same thing.
Yeah, these are these fake ones. I've had them since then. I think there's 6 of them. I think I've put every single one in my mouth. Because I just grab a random one every time.
I had a friend at ZeniMax who he was really into candy cigarettes, and they're hard to find now. And I remember trying to find them for the stream, but I couldn't find them.
At the candy store where I got the awful Big League Chew, they had candy cigarettes, and they are just as chalky as I remember.
Yeah, it's like a particular. Haluch is asking if we ever actually smoked. I've never smoked a cigarette. Zero desire. Smoke cigars maybe once every couple of years. I do like that, but it's like a treat. And I think the problem I have is I've had this problem when trying to smoke the old reefer. I don't like to inhale. That's why I think I'm okay with cigars, but trying to smoke, I just can't do it. It just makes me go into a coughing fit. I don't like that feeling.
Excuse me? Nobody appreciates you, do they?
Do
they?
Oh, come on! He's a bad horse.
Oh, he's nothing but a big
No,
sweetheart.
I have smoked cigarettes. Right? It was mostly because on film sets people smoked on the lunch break, and
Look,
now
today is
don't tell anyone.
kind of the biggest
But there's
day of my
nothing better
life.
than a cigarette when
And
you're
the thing is,
fucking drunk.
I need you not to
Nothing
get him
better.
arrested.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just for 24 hours.
I've never felt a craving or anything to like have a cigarette. Like if someone's like, you can never have a cigarette again, fine with me, bud. I've probably had less than 50 in my life. I've probably had less than 20 actually, to be honest with you. They're like a little sweet treat. But yeah, everything else, like I've smoked a pipe and cigars and stuff, put all into your mouth.
And you're okay.
I
don't do drugs though, Ian.
You too.
And look,
the smell of
I need a
cigarettes does
friend.
get to me though in a good way, because I've talked this before about
You could
playing at
say
LAN
flaming
cafes in
success,
Beirut, and it was like
and
tiny
we're
rooms,
windows
everybody's
without
packed together,
follows.
and most of the people are smoking, so you're just getting so much secondhand smoke that I have
You've
like
been helping me.
that good memory when I smell smoke, cigarette smoke.
Come on. The kingdom's not far.
I hate the smell of cigarettes. They smell awful.
Yeah, I think it's just the
nostalgia.
Yeah.
That memory. Also, I do not endorse smoking, holy shit, even in a funny way. But it
Will
is
does
cool
vape.
as fuck.
Will does vape, which is smoking, to be clear.
I do not vape. Excuse me.
Yeah, you hit a weed vape all the time, like every fucking stream you do. That counts as vaping.
I don't.
It's not nicotine
No,
vaping, but it is vaping.
Okay, but I don't. Yeah, but a person who vapes like a nicotine vape is like smoking them like cigarettes, like constantly all day.
Yeah, but I think it's still like we talked about how you have a cigar every now and then, you have a pipe every now and then. Vape counts in that category as smoking because it is, vaporizing and inhaling something. That's what I mean.
Yes. No. But I wouldn't I wouldn't. If you say someone vapes, that's a completely different like group of people.
Well, but like I said, I'm not saying it's equivalent to cigarette smoking, but I would consider it equivalent to like cigar or pipe or whatever.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying if someone tells me they vape, I think of it's like nicotine vapes, and they do that instead of smoking.
Oh, see, that's
That is a very particular thing. Like when someone say I vape, they don't mean weed.
Enjoy the scenery.
they. Yeah, Haluch is right. All vaping is the
Halucha,
same.
back me up on that.
There is a frequency and addiction difference, yes, but if you're vaping weed, you're still vaping, bruh. It's a lesser form. It's like cigars are a lesser form of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Vaping weed is a lesser form of vaping. But yeah, it's still vaping though.
Yeah, no, I'm
think
not
you're just
disagreeing
in
with that. I
denial.
just like I just like smoking cigarettes and vaping nicotine is way
Well,
like
then let's
way
look
way
for a
way
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 out.
worse for you.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Like,
wait. Sorry.
like,
say your sentence
when
again.
Sora, over here.
Smoking cigarettes and vaping nicotine is way worse for you.
Come on. Let's
Vaping
I mean,
cigarettes
cigarettes are
look
the
for a
by
path.
far the worst, but vaping nicotine,
Is worse than vaping
main-
weed.
no, and cigarettes are both worse than vaping weed.
But I would say vaping nicotine versus vaping weed. I think the only real difference there is that nicotine is more addictive. That's it. In terms of chemical and,
frequency
everything.
is the other thing.
And frequency, yes.
Like-
but no, but you could be. That rolls into the addiction because you could be vaping weed. All
Yes,
the time,
that's true. That's
so.
true. For me personally, I take 1, maybe 2 hits when I vape weed, versus someone who's smoking a vape is.
But there's plenty of people who
Doing it a
smoke
lot
weed
more
all the
than
time.
that.
I think it's just that there's
Yes,
a stronger
yes,
chemical
for sure.
addiction.
Going to stop you from seeing me.
Like there's that thing where Seth Rogen is like, no, I smoke weed every single day, like multiple times per day, and I'm like, buddy, that's not something to brag about. Like,
Yeah.
that's you shouldn't be saying that about. Like, there are very few activities that you would say that about, and people would be like, that's good. Like if you're saying reading, okay, yeah, that's good. But if you're like, oh, I'm trying to think of, I eat ice cream. Oh, I eat burgers.
Yeah.
My wife.
I kick dogs every day.
Yeah.
I make sure to kick at least one dog every day.
Oh, this is the one where I have to charge at him. Just gangbanging these guys.
Yeah.
Can't believe people say this is the best one. What was I gonna say? It's like Tom Cruise and Zoe Kravitz when they're like, "Oh, I watch 2 to 3 movies every single day." I'm like, guys, that's not good. Like, you know, that's like 3 to 4 hours minimum per day that you're dedicating to. Like, movies are good, but that's a bit addictive, you know.
Yeah. Also, there's no way they're like sitting down in a dark room with no devices watching a movie.
Oh no. It's
Every
probably
day.
like private
Like
jets and at home and stuff. But
Yeah.
they're still, I do believe they're they're watching full movies and stuff.
That's kind of wild.
Every now and then I splurge and I have like a 2 movie day and it's nice, but it's also like, wow, I did that today.
Yeah, I did a 2 movie day on Saturday.
Like every day? That's fucking wild.
Halucha sports alcohol addiction, but not nicotine addiction.
You know what?
I don't support
I don't
either.
think I can agree with that. Because I was like, yeah, drinking's fun. And then I was like, wait, there actually are like really bad alcoholics. I support recreation.
I haven't.
drinking.
Yeah. Like I was gonna
Just
say, I haven't
safe,
drank.
not blackout, not drunk driving. You know.
I haven't drank not at like a dinner or while I was away for work in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, same. Sorry, let me take a drink real quick.
Like out at a dinner, I should say. I don't drink at home. I haven't drank at home in a long time.
Who the fuck is drinking?
I know you do.
Who drinks at home?
Listen, you're an alcoholic. I'm addicted to vaping weed, apparently.
I wish I was not. Let me tell you why I wish I was an alcoholic. Because the thing about being an alcoholic is that you get two
You would
benefits.
like the cheap stuff?
No, number one, you get to drink more often. I'm usually like 1 or 2 drinks a night. I would like to be able to bang out a couple more drinks than that. Number two, you get to like you get like the positive benefits of like disassociating when you get drunk enough, right? like you wake up next morning, you're like, I had a good time. I don't know what happened, but I'm feeling pretty better about it. I don't get that. I just get a slight buzz, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not a cool alcoholic, sorry. I accept your apology. Why am I in a mine? I don't remember a mine in this movie. Get your ass, cuck.
Here we go.
What the fuck is this? Whoa. This game. Thora!
Hold on.
Here goes.
Here it goes.
Wow.
Christ.
What hair? What grace?
How does she not keep it tangled?
Oh. You know, she. It's your hair. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna complain how like, isn't like human hair you can't tie it very well.
It's too slippery.
That's why like it doesn't like you can't. So like her hair wouldn't get tangled because it doesn't.
No, it could get tangled.
Yeah, that's what the difference between tying a knot and tangling.
Alright, let me blaster these boys. Pew pew, pew pew, pew 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 pew. Fuck.
Is there like a radar or anything? There he is.
Oh, cool. I was on the balcony, it popped, and then everybody went downstairs.
There's a guy up there. But this is the right guy.
They're fucking jerking off. They're just jerking off up and down over here.
They're jerking themselves off.
Time to jerk off forever.
I will jerk off in your hand.
Sora, this looks like a good place to
I will
cross.
jerk off in your liver.
What is that place up there? Is that the dam? I think I remember the dam from the
Coliseum.
movie.
I've never seen this movie.
You gonna play Splatoon or REDUX?
I am not a Splatoon fan.
I am gonna play it, but I realized I should probably just take the Switch 2 with me to Hawaii, and that would be a great Switch 2 game to have for like the 8 or 9 day trip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's why I was. I think I'm gonna go back and play the other Splatoon single player,
They're great.
especially 2. I think is the one people really like.
I mean, they're all very good.
Like Mike said, the Splatoon Raiders single player isn't as good as those ones. So I was like, oh,
I can see that.
Go play those ones.
Because I read his review as well, and yeah, like the other ones are more like finely crafted puzzle levels in a way, and they'll like introduce like, oh, here's the mop, and this whole level is themed around like using the mop and challenge and learning it.
Like fun boss fights.
Yeah. Whereas this one's a little bit more open, and it's more like, hey, here's crazy encounters, and we got a bunch of crazy weapons for you. So it's not as finely crafted. I don't want to say better or worse. It just seems like it's a different type of experience, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, 1, 2, and 3 all have good ones. The one was almost like tutorial-esque. Like I was talking about, where it would like hand you a weapon and be like, okay, and it was a little short, but it'd be like, you know, here's a couple levels on how to use this. Versus what was I gonna say? 2 and 3 are a little bit more refined.
I think I have one on the Wii.
I don't think I've actually.
It transformed.
I think I beat 1, but I didn't beat 2 and 3. I just kind of burned out a little because I was playing multiplayer and single player, but it's still good. I just didn't finish it, and it's longer.
Damn, guess how much I can buy Splatoon on the Nintendo Wii U? Guess how much I have to pay at GameStop?
Splatoon Wii U,
Yeah.
$10.
Too high.
Wow. You're gonna play it on? Well, yeah, I guess you could play it on the Wii U.
I mean, I already own it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to emulate it on the Steam machine, probably.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, $5, $4.99. If you're a pro, you get it for $4.74. Damn, all of these Wii U games are so cheap. Really should just buy these.
That's the thing is there should not be like no single game is gonna have more than what 8 million copies. So they're all kind of rare in a way.
Yeah, wouldn't they be rare? Like maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't think it's kicked in yet.
I can't wait. I have a sealed Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. Maybe I'll sell that in like 30 years and make $1,000. We'll get it graded. Oh, Splatoon 2's pretty cheap on the Nintendo Switch. It's only $18.
You're still looking on GameSpot.
Damn, I can buy a Wii U for $180? Why aren't I doing that? I could own 2 Wii U's.
That's too much.
It just seems so cheap comparatively to like more, iconic consoles.
The Wii U
is
a
pretty good library on the Wii U.
And the Wii U is the best GameCube, Wii, and Wii U emulation device in terms of like you buy this, you mod it, and you got all that, and an HDMI hookup and everything.
Yeah.
Wii U's great, Halucha. It's an underrated console if you've never played it. Nintendo Land was a lot of fun.
It's over.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Got him. It really is an underrated console. Wii U is a great console.
Yeah. It just was poorly marketed, poorly named.
Yeah.
A video game connoisseur, did not know it was coming out. To be fair,
That means you're not a video game connoisseur because it was pretty. It was like any other console.
No,
man.
but I mostly mean like as a person who's really into video games, and I was more of a PC gamer those couple of years. I like never heard about it, which was just wild to me.
Just
the birds flew that way, Sora.
I didn't mean it like you have to be a connoisseur to notice that. I'm just saying I wasn't really paying attention to the industry, and I knew about like the Xbox One, PS4, and everything.
what are they trying to say?
I remember hearing Wii U and just assuming it was a Wii re-release.
Hey,
I've got to be quiet so I don't frighten them.
I know what you're trying to say, but also, I think you're just kind of
You scared them.
showing. Everybody knew it was coming. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's just you were not as tuned into the industry as you thought.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying during those years I wasn't paying attention to the video game industry.
Yeah.
But I still knew about like the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and like I was playing games. But I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention to the Wii or anything Nintendo was doing.
Because I remember I barely watched Giant Bomb back then, and I remember one of the earliest things I watched from them was the Wii U launch day stream.
Yeah, I didn't watch Giant Bomb. I didn't check gaming sites. Like I watched YouTubers play games.
So many
but
flowers.
Wow. Okay, this is pretty.
I don't think I had realized there were news places about video games as like reading about upcoming stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can do this shit. Why would I want to air step? I'm sliding down the mountain. Whoa!
Oh, it's Disney Castle. That's Disney's
I just knew
castle
the
from
outside
Princess
world would be full of
Cinderella.
amazing things.
That's where Princess Cinderella lives. With her
And
husband,
you,
Robert.
You helped me find them. Thank you.
Thank you. I did spend like 2 hours today.
Rapunzel sure looks happy.
I really don't mean to keep shitting on SteamOS, but
Well, her
it took me about 2 hours dealing with a bunch of random shit.
Up after dark.
But I was finally able to get
Cool. We don't want to miss
my
that.
Steam machine to automatically mount and read my PS2 ROM Samba share on the network. So now when I boot it up and I go into Retro Deck, it already has all like 1600 PS2 games there, and they all play and
Nice.
everything. It was just a lot of like Linux terminal bullshit
Wow.
trying to get it to work, but I finally got it to. It was like getting the mount to work. Actually, getting the mount was fine. Then it was getting Retro Deck to read from the mount properly because there was like permissions issues, and then it was getting the machine to automatically remount that share every time you launch it. But I was finally able to get it working.
Sure is a busy place.
Yeah, I was gonna set up something to play over Ethernet,
I bet we'll
but I have to
find
fill
some
those 2
ingredients
terabytes with
around
something. So I figured I might as well put some ROMs on.
Yeah. Well, I think
I can move it around the house.
I only did the PS2, and I think I may do it with some of the other consoles as well, because the way it's set up, I didn't have to do this, but it's kind of easy. It's basically inside Retro Deck in the ROM folder, then there's a folder for each system. And so the PS2 folder instead points at the share. And that way, the share doesn't have to have a specific ROM structure. It just needs to be filled with ROMs and folders. But it means that if I want to add, like if I want to do the N64 ones or whatever, I have to create another share for the N64 and point it at it. But I think I'm okay with that because it just gives me flexibility. It means that I don't have to like have the share follow a specific ROM directory format. But I think there may be a couple other systems where maybe like Dreamcast where I'm like, let me go ahead and set up the share so I have that whole folder accessible.
Yeah.
That whole library accessible.
But you can those folder names are pretty universal now. At least they're like you'll run into a
Somewhat.
couple issues maybe.
Like
But
I want to
you
say there's
could,
like there's like 2 different types is what it feels like.
There's the redump and naming scheme, and then there's I can't remember what the other one's called.
So you have to dance with these people.
Keep dancing.
There's probably more than 2, but there's like redump's the most popular for sure. I feel like you wiggle too much.
Well, I'm
Can you like wiggle back and forth really quick?
to be perfectly honest with you. I'm trying to get through this with as little attention and effort as possible. And I'm fearing I may have to put effort into this segment.
It just seems like
No,
you
I
can,
know, yeah.
No, I'm not giving you
so
advice.
fun.
I'm saying your character wiggles in a weird way. It's like they didn't. It looks bad. Like I don't know why they made the game like that.
Oh. I have to match it. And we spin wheel. I come over here.
Like
and
you know,
clap,
you're just moving
clap.
around so weird. It should be like slower.
Well, the other thing is I'm sliding a lot.
Yeah, there's way too much sliding without compensating with their animation.
Yeah, everybody else is dancing fine. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be hitting these.
Keep dancing. This is so fun.
The thing I didn't try on my Steam machine, so I do have
This is so fun.
PS2 games at 4x resolution.
Keep dancing. thing.
which is working pretty well on that old hardware. But I do think I want to try some PS3 emulation and see how well that works on mine.
Yeah. I just finished God of War 2.
I'm very interested in that new Ace Combat that's coming out, but I don't want to pay for it. So I think I'm just, and I've barely played any of the other ones, so I think I'm just going to go back and play ones that I've missed, you know.
Yeah.
You got it.
And that's either going to be PS2 or PS3 probably. God, just fill the.
I've been playing
fucking
through
meter.
Symphony of the Night again because
Saw that.
I like that game. I like that game a lot. And I've only played through it the one time, and then I've done a second run that was pretty far into it, and now I'm like, let me just play it again and see how far I get in it. And it's funny because I'm playing it simultaneously as I'm trying to finish up Vampire Crawlers, and it's so blatant that I am picking up the same items in both games. Like, never occurred to me how much Vampire Survivors, I know it is a parody of Castlevania, but I didn't realize how close they kept it still with that stuff.
Chicken
It's like
and all
almost
that.
the same exact.
This is so fun.
All the weapons are almost the exact same icon.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. And I didn't realize they were all weapons in Castlevania.
Man, I'm kind of excited for that Castlevania Dead Cells.
Oh, me too. Belmont's Curse or Revenge.
Curse.
No, Curse. It's
Revenge of
Curse.
the Sith. Yeah.
Dan said Revenge by accident in one video I cut together, and now I get confused. And it pisses me off because I wasn't confused before.
Hey, man.
Belmont's Curse. Oh, I know
Belmont's
this stuff.
Hearse.
Well, the original Vampire Crawlers game, I point this out.
Vampire
is
Survivors.
Vampire Survivors is a copy of a game called Magic Survival on the iPhone.
But they're very clear about
copied
that.
it.
Go for 18 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dreaming
Just a little bit.
about what it might
No,
feel
they
like
are.
when those lights
I think they
rise
pretty
in the
clearly
sky.
were like, hey, we really like this other game and we wanted to make our own
Everything
version of
I
it.
dreamed it would be.
Yes, but I think it still got super popular,
will
so
be.
it's still like it's a weird
And what
situation
if it is?
Yeah.
to me.
What do I do then?
It's just because you don't like
unless
that
they
game,
maybe
which is
compensate
fucking wild
the
because
other
that is the best of that genre and you keep playing inferior fucking clones of it, which
I mean,
is
I like it
disgusting.
now because I was playing it with Karen. It is also not. The other ones are better than it.
No, they're not.
But anyways,
I didn't mean to bring this up, but I've been playing Terratech Legion and it's okay, but it is an inferior. It's
oh my god,
it's got some
so
stuff that's
rough.
just not as good as Vampire Survivors. It's funny. It's
No,
like
get off.
I wasn't super crazy about Vampire Survivors. It felt a bit too addictive in a bad way, in like a bad pattern way. But the more I played these clones, I'm like, man, Vampire Survivors was just like really well designed and finely crafted because these other games are like they always like miss a step or a hitch here or there. Whereas Vampire Survivors like typically don't have that problem.
See, I think Vampire Survivors is so clunky.
Yeah, you're fucking
You
wild.
don't know what to do whenever.
I'll just give you one example. Terratech Legion, it's not grabbing me because the weapons are all basically feel identical. Whereas in Vampire Survivors, like the weapon you started with and the weapons you picked up really drastically changed how you had to play. Like how you were moving, were you going towards the enemy, away from the enemy? Like you had to kind of change your playstyle depending on what you picked up. Whereas Terratech Legion is literally just like a lot of the weapons feel too similar and you end up just kind of playing the same every run
I have something for
in terms
you
of
too.
movement and shooting. So
I should have
just a
given
small
you
example of where I'm
before,
like, wow,
but I
Vampire
was just
Survivors really had
scared.
like
And the
forced
thing is,
variety in your
I got
playthroughs
scared
by having
anymore.
weapons that are
Mhm.
different.
I'm starting to.
I hate this. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. This is just the movie. When are we gonna play Armor Reforger again, Will?
Never.
Oh.
Because it's inferior. It's actually the most inferior.
It
out of
is.
those.
It's actually a clone of this mobile game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God, Reforger's so good though. So good.
I love Ian tangents. I love Ian's "I'm always right" tangents. They're very fun and they're great to sit through.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I finally gave Terratech Legion a try, and I played it for a couple hours, and I was like, I get why people like this, but it's just
fine. There's just
it really
something
is
I
the
have
thing
to
of
take
like,
care
man, the original is just so fucking good.
Okay.
And you play variants of it, and you're like,
I'll be
interesting
right back.
stuff, but not quite as good. You
I
know?
think Vampire Crawlers is better than Vampire
It's all right.
Survivors.
Vampire Crawlers is one of those games where I feel like I take my crazy pills, because for me, it feels like it has these like fundamental flaws in it, but everybody else is loving it. It's one of the top rated games on Steam this year, and I'm like, what are you guys
Yeah, 'cause
talking
it's really
about?
fun and good.
It's not a good crawler, and it's not a good card game either. It's not a good deck builder. So I'm almost just like,
I think despite that, it's still a really good game. I also agree with you, but it's so fun to play.
Appreciate the moment,
It
Sora.
I don't
is.
think it's doing anything new.
The only thing that makes it not fun for me is that the
Time
controls
for these wet blankets to go.
require a little bit more attention than something like a Vampire Survivors. I wish I could have specifics, but it's been a while since I played it. But it almost felt like you had to constantly touch the controls and play it like two-handed, as opposed to just being like, automatically take me to the next battle. Click one button and it does it. You know.
It's not the same type of game. And if that's what you're looking for, I understand where you're coming from.
Well,
But as a like fun strategic card game to play,
Yeah,
And
I shouldn't say same type of game. It's just that it definitely is built to grind in parts, and I wish the grind was a little bit easier in terms of just being like, okay, we know you just want to go to the next encounter, but sometimes the controls are like, no, you need to click it, you need to do it, and that for me was a little, when I was trying to relax and play that game, the grind was demanding a little bit too much of my attention. I think is what I'm trying to say with the controls.
yeah. But I'm more saying I think you just don't like the game. I don't think it's a bad game.
That's honestly, that's the struggle I'm having, because for me,
Because I don't think a game has to meet your expectations to be a good game.
but I think that, and again, this is not me saying definitively, but that's where I'm confused why people love it so much, because for me it feels like the problems that it have are fundamental, are antithetical to the genre. You know, it's not like, oh, it did this thing, it's not interesting. It's like no, it's doing this thing that's making it a bad card game, that's making it a bad crawler. And at that point I'm like, okay, well, then what's left? Why are people enjoying this if it's not meeting its base recommendations of the genre?
Yeah, just to me, it is what Vampire Survivors did to like its genre that I think crawlers did to card and dungeon crawlers. Like they just made a fun, easy to learn dungeon crawler game, where Vampire Survivors is just an easy, fun Diablo style Dynasty Warriors, you know, horde game.
Yes.
I think they did that same thing. I don't think they applied Vampire Survivors to dungeon crawlers and card games.
No, they didn't.
If that makes sense. More sense.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm saying. I just think it's kind of like we were talking about Mario Kart World, where I'm like, hey, a racing game at minimum needs to do A, B, and C. Everything else is changeable, or you can do whatever you want. And for it to meet like the bare minimum of like, this is a good implementation of this genre or type of game, and I have that level of problems with Vampire Crawlers, where I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm building a deck. I feel like every run is basically the same. Oh, this is the one where I have to time it.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you, but to me that's not a bad thing, I guess. But it's not as open as Survivor.
No, but there are crawlers that are more open, right? Where like you actually have like branching paths and stuff.
I mean, the only one I've really played is Grimrock, and that's just a linear game. So you're always going down a floor.
But the other thing, and hey, feel free to, you know, correct me here, because I may be wrong, but it also felt like no matter what, you were pretty much always building, for a given character, you were pretty much always building the same kind of deck, and you were kind of always playing the same, I shouldn't say the same cards, but you were always kind of locked into a particular order of play, because the combos were so powerful, and the combos have you play in a specific order. So it's not like you had like a Slay the Spire or Monster Train where you have like a good variety of like, oh, let me try and do this, or like, oh, I played my hand wrong. It's like, it almost hits this autopilot mode where it's like, do the combos, it's in mana order, and you're like, well, that's pretty much the only way I can play this hand, you know?
I mean,
or is it get more
that's the
varied than
overriding
that?
thing. But it gets more, I mean, it's more varied because, well, it depends on what color card your like character matches with. It's about trying to play the crawler cards and the like sustain, like the things that add to your stats cards before you play attack cards. And then it's like playing with the chests and the combos. So like I had a -1 to a bunch of cards, so I could, and then I have a bunch of cards that could go up or down. So I'd go like 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like, so there's, and you're choosing what cards to do that to. So there is a strategy to that.
Yes.
But as far as variety of weapons, it's the same. It's all the same weapons from Vampire Survivors. I think it's the same combos of those weapons or evolutions.
But it just doesn't. It just feels like you have like one. Every run you end up with like one hand. And I feel like every character ends up with like one type of hand, basically, and you just keep playing that hand every. Whereas I feel like a better card game is like Slay the Spire or whatever, where it's like, hey, your run could be vastly different because each character may have a gimmick, but there's 4 or 5 different ways that gimmick could go based on how you draw your cards.
Yeah.
Whereas Vampire Crawlers is like, here's your character. This is exactly how you're going to play your hands, and this is how it's going to go. And it's just a matter of how much that gets built up. But it's always the same play style for that character.
I would just say that's where the complication is that I don't want from this game. Like for me, that would ruin this game. Like that's why I like Vampire Survivors. Because it's like the last 10 to 15 minutes of, or 10 to 5 minutes of Vampire Survivors run, you're just buttoning through the more money or health. Buttoning through more money or health. Like, I like getting to that point in those games. And every Vampire Survivors run, you just get to the point where you're just walking around killing enemies. That. So that's the point it's getting to, and I agree that I think there could be a better game there if they did have that stuff, but I don't think. I think it's more in spirit to it what Vampire Survivors is. You know, that's like this is a linear game. You're always getting to this.
But
point.
I think you're agreeing with me on Vampire Crawlers, but you're going back to but it's just doing the same thing Vampire Survivors does, and you're assuming that Vampire Survivors runs always end up at the same point, but that's not necessarily true. Like even with the same character, your build can end up being different. Like, are you going to Garlic Run, you know, or are you going to Projectile Run, you know?
But you always end up at the point where you're just really strong killing things until you aren't strong anymore.
Yes. But I think with Vampire Crawlers, the problem is it feels like it just doesn't really have any variety at all. Except for the characters. And it's like I want variety in characters, and I want variety in mechanical depth in the cards that can be pulled that can build different types of combos and different types of hands, and it feels like it's just not there.
Oh my.
I think it's there. I just think you want more than it has. I think it has a lot of
absolutely
complexity in it. Yeah.
I disagree, because I think the complexity is in. It does have a lot of stuff that gets layered on top of each other, but there's no complexity in player choice. Like, it's pretty clear as you're going where it's like, hey, you're pretty much always going to play it this way. And we're going to give you more stuff to do, but there's not really going to be a change in how you play your hand. It's always going to be played in this way.
It's just back to, I mean, it's the exact same thing as Vampire Survivors. That's why I think it's okay.
The complexity of controls. But
yes.
That just bumps into
the same amount of choices. It's what weapons you're picking up, what evolutions you're choosing.
But that bumps into my other complaint, though, which is that Vampire Survivors.
Marluxia!
Sorry, let me take this.
The girl has found her dear mother. You should let them be.
And why is that?
Because Rapunzel is far too important. Atop her tower, she must remain out of sight and live out her days with Mother Gothel.
And never see anyone else?
What game is he playing now?
But that's like locking her in some prison.
That is exactly what it's like. Rapunzel's hair holds the powerful magic of healing. And yes, Mother Gothel wants it for herself, as do others. And if Mother Gothel's actions will protect Rapunzel, preserve her.
Sorry, just
she is doing
what I was saying was that
a favor.
Vampire Survivors, you're right. It does get to a point where it's kind of hands off, but it lets you be hands off, right? Like there are literally moments in Vampire Survivors where I had a run go so well that I could pick up my phone and check my phone. I didn't have to touch the keyboard because I was just killing people, right? You can't do that in Crawlers. Crawlers doesn't let you like hands off fast go through. You still have to sit there and click through, even though you have a solution.
Well,
that's the other half of my complaint.
7 hearts.
But you still have to go, okay, let me move forward to the next thing. It's like I want to hit a point where I'm just like, just go through the dungeon. Just go through the dungeon. You know what I'm going to hit. You know I'm going to touch everything in the dungeon. It's linear. Just hit everything and play all.
Well, you're done.
And then at that point, it's like, why am I playing the game? So there's definitely...
Why are you playing any video game?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I'm not like solid on my opinions of it because I can see a lot of people love it. But for me, I was like, there's not enough complexity to justify the card mechanic, but at the same time, it's forcing me to be more hands-on than Vampire Survivors, which was nice in that it got to a point where you could be hands-off because you built yourself to a max. So it's like, it's not quite hitting that same brilliant game design balance. And I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't understand people loving it so much, that's all.
Yeah. The same way I don't understand why people like this game. Or any of the Kingdom Hearts games.
I don't think anybody likes Kingdom Hearts 3, which for me is a little wild because
people like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and those were also terrible.
Yes, that's the wild thing. Well, I think 2, I said this, 2 is a good game. It's for its time, and as long as you're okay with that kind of bullshit Disney shit, it's not bad for an JRPG of that time. And one has promise, but doesn't quite deliver on it.
Oh, I did not see that. Maybe they should have gotten higher res textures.
I don't think anybody likes this game, though. I think this was universally hated.
Like even the combat and stuff?
Yeah.
Or was it just the story?
I think it was especially the combat and the story. I think people hated the story because it made side games canon and got stupid. Like, people tolerated the side games because it wasn't required, but this made them required. And then I think people didn't like the combat because it's because of all the bullshit they added on top.
By made them required, you mean they tied in the lore?
Yeah. So that's where I think Sibylla was talking about it last stream, where basically like there's characters and plot points being introduced in Kingdom Hearts 3 or being referenced in Kingdom Hearts 3 that are from the side games. And that like side 3DS, 3D, GBA games and whatever.
And then and you don't need to worry about way, like in a way that you should worry about.
Yes. Whereas previously it was all side bullshit.
Everything I did was to protect you.
And I think right now Kingdom Hearts 4 looks worse than this. Because this at least looks good and has a look to it. Kingdom Hearts 4 just like we talked about it just looks like basic Unreal Engine assets with models placed into it.
What did you do to him?
Let criminals to be hanged.
Although they haven't said any of the worlds yet.
No.
And this world sucks. It's just a retelling of Tangled. God.
All of this is as it should be.
Are they all not just retellings of the movies?
You were wrong about the world. And you were wrong about me.
I don't think so, because Tron's not a retelling. Pirates of the Caribbean's not a retelling. Little Mermaid? Was Little Mermaid a retelling? I don't think it was. Can't remember. I want to say most of them are not retellings. They are You Are Visiting the World.
Right.
And they had Steamboat Willie World.
Interesting.
Whereas this one...
Oh, I remember Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, but I think the other weird thing with this is that... So this game came out in what, 2019? And the Tangled movie came out in 2010. So this is a 9-year-old movie that they are recapping in this game.
Wow. Maybe people hadn't seen it.
Flam!
Is Sora okay?
Blanton.
Blam!
Oh,
We keep
no, we're not
calling his
fucking
name and
okay.
shaking him, but he won't open his eyes.
He got hit by a giant ice cube.
Unresponsive sidekick. Wait a minute. I know how to fix this.
I was looking at the Steam charts
Max.
for top-rated releases this year.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't have anything more than that to say. Just wanted to say it. There's still Berry up there. Still Creature Kitchen. There's AAA like RE Requiem and
Nice work, Max.
Pragmata's up there.
Huh?
Vampire Crawlers is better than Berry.
Oh no!
Yes.
Flynn!
Well,
Rapunzel's being held prisoner.
No,
That's
fuck
right.
you.
Yes.
In her mother's
I will
tower.
say this only because Berry
It calls for a
loses
rest.
steam like halfway through. It doesn't quite keep
Yes.
iterating. But
Are you with me?
Vampire Crawlers is up there as well.
Yeah.
I think next save point we're gonna have to save and call it for today because Maggie's coming home with groceries. And this fucking wish. Is that an option?
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw. What was it? Was it the fishing stream when you brought up the suicide joke? And I was like, that's a subpixel joke.
Let's go, Max.
When they were like, I think it was when Bacalar was like, well, he's not getting out of this blight. And you're
yeah.
like, oh, there's
Yeah.
one way.
And I was like, oh wait. I was like, nobody's laughing. Oh no.
Yeah.
It was like one way. It was like, go yourself. That was like in that stream. I also referenced someone wrote a Reddit post about how
Lay down.
cigarettes aren't cool and they
take it
shouldn't
from
be
here,
saying they're
Flynn.
cool,
Go
and
help
they've been
Rapunzel.
saying it in a joking way.
Right.
And I referenced that, and I said, "Oh, blah 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 is not cool. Boxing isn't cool." And Dan goes, "Well."
Oh, it was so great. Oh, that's right.
Not to tie it all the way back into cigarettes,
But I forgot something.
did you forget that you can skip this entire game?
Close. See, you see what I mean? Like, I can see them, but only because they're targeted, and also I don't think I'm doing any like fucking damage to them. Get your ass over here. You just fucking.
Now, is it possible that you just missed like a tutorial thing and you're doing it wrong?
Absolutely not. I know everything about this game. I'm also like, I'm not saying I'm acing the combat, but I am like popping all the options and stuff, you know.
Back off!
I should play through Psychonauts 2 with David. Should do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
What's that JRPG he likes? I can go to that too. Oh,
Tales?
Jason wanted me to play Three Houses. Yes, Tales of Skycadia.
Tales of Conconia or something.
One of them he likes.
I told you I started playing that, and it's pretty cool, but it just wasn't running well on my device, so I stopped.
No, it's Skies of Arcadia. It's Tales of Despair? Not Despair. What's the Tales one he likes? One of them.
Here we go!
Oh, I was gonna change something.
So long!
Hop on! Yeah, I feel like I should watch a movie tonight. What movie should I watch?
Watch.
Is there even any enemies around? Oh, Splash Run, I think, is you make the path, and then when you finish, you go back through the path and hit everybody.
Let's see.
You didn't see that.
Oh, I literally wasn't paying attention. What'd you do?
I turned on one hit and health regen and MP regen because these fights are dumb.
Hell yeah, because this game lets you.
Folks, we are now 5 days and 54 hours into My Farts
Jesus.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Big Beautiful Women Redux. And we'll be back next week. Let's take it on over to the cameras. Thank you guys so much for watching. Halucha, thank you for being here. Sibylla, thanks for watching the VOD. We're going to be back on Friday on the YouTube channel at noon Eastern time. Jake's got a new video up there, and then we'll be back next week, probably for Tuesday, but also more My First Kingdom Hearts 3. Check us out, subpixelfilms.com, patreon.com/subpixel. We got a new newsletter going up on Monday. Will, any closing thoughts?
I think America